mm, mm, mm. What's up, everybody? This is Bryson Fowler, and we are live here on Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Happy Black History Month. We have Black Stogie Cigar Company, and I have one of the other halves of Black Stogie Cigar Company, one of the CEOs, Mr. Kieth Grantham. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's happening, bro? What's happening?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We over here trying to get it right, yo. You know what I mean? So once we make the little intros or whatever, we gonna get into why we're here. So we're gonna do a cigar review, guys, and we've decided on the number 5, right? The Black Stogie's number 5, 5th year anniversario, right?
Yeah, 5th year.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and take the panties off of this.
Oh yeah, drop it right there.
Yeah, that's the panty dropper right there. So guys, come on in, tell a friend, bring a friend, share a friend. But we have Black Stogie Cigar Company live in effect with us today. So yeah, if you don't have your stick, get your stick, cut one, light one, and let's smoke together. We're gonna get into Black Stogie Cigar Company, CO, right? So you guys are out of the Carolinas, correct?
Yes, sir. Raleigh, NC in the building.
Hey, I get in too much trouble every time I go to the Carolinas, so I gotta stay out of
Right there. Raleigh. We in Raleigh.
Ooh. I gotta stay out. I gotta stay out of it. I'm gonna cut it with my Kingpin Luxury cutter. I'm gonna cut the little rat tail off of it. Oh, you guys can see. Now you can pick up your Kingpin Luxury cutters.
Go like that.
Yeah, it looks something like that. That's that torch. You got that torch for him. You got that. Let me pull mine out. Now you can pick up your Kingpin Luxury torches, your cutters at kingpinluxury.com. We are talking about Black Stogie Cigar Company today. We got my man Kieth Grantham on the line. He in the hot seat, y'all. So we're gonna see what we're talking about with this, right? So, bro, tell me a little bit about why cigars. Why cigars?
Right.
Why did you choose cigars? Out of all the things you could have did, you chose this industry. Why?
So again, my name is Kieth, one half of Black Stogies. Thanks for inviting us out to do it again. We definitely appreciate you and look forward to doing more podcasts and either some other things with you. So appreciate that. Why cigars? So to be honest, I grew up in the country. I grew up in a place called Pikeville, North Carolina. Shouts out to Pikeville, the country folks. That's what we are. We farm, we do all that. So that's where I grew up. And I grew up cropping tobacco and priming tobacco and everything about tobacco I did. So, but the crazy thing is I never was interested in like smoking it, especially in the cigarette form, right? My parents smoked cigarettes, and I think the reason why is because I got one day when I was about 11 or 12, and I went around the back of the house and I tried to smoke it and not realizing that my mom was going to smell it on me. And sure enough, she did. And, the rest is history. You know what happened after that. So after that, I had nothing else to do with any type of, cigars, cigarettes or anything until I got out on my own and I took an interest in Black and Mild. I started smoking Black and Milds. And I kind of just grew from there. Like, I started seeing other cigars and they was just kind of really becoming popular. The Black and Mild were the thing back then. So that was coming popular and I was like, well, this look a little different. Let me try it. So I tried it and I just kind of started from there, and I enjoyed my first opportunity to smoke a cigar as much as I could. Um, but then I just started my learning process of really learning what cigar and cigar smoking was all about.
Mm. So you grew up on a farm. You're cropping tobacco already. Is that my
Absolutely,
understanding?
that's right.
So you're it's not new to you. You've been doing this.
Yeah, I've been doing this before I was old enough to drive, working in the field. My granddaddy had me driving the farm all. But I couldn't cross the street with it because he didn't want me to cross the street. I just drove in the field. So get to
Mm.
the end, somebody else jump on it and take it to the barn.
Right. So what was that like for you? Just so you saw the cigarette side, you didn't see the cigar side.
Well, I really didn't see either side really because, at that point, I never really knew what happened to, what it came of it. I never knew, okay, this is a process. After we finish this, it's going to go here, and then they're going to go to, you know, whatever factory, and then they're going to make, cigarettes. I never thought that far, because it was, I was young and it was just work. Uh,
Mm.
so, but I saw the process and I knew the process because I lived it, and a lot of people, a lot of young folks now, they don't really get the opportunity to do that because we got machinery doing most of this stuff now.
Right.
Uh, the machinery, the harvesters and things like that, that came around when I was about 16 or 17, 18. That's when they started using harvesters, and you had people that was cropping it. You were
Right.
just sitting down versus walking. You know,
Right. 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 So it took a lot of the it took part of the manual labor out of it.
yeah, it took a little bit of manual labor out, and you know, we thought we was doing it big then. We like, we got a harvester.
Mm.
We riding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when you go into like now, I believe you guys have a farm, or you're well connected with the factory in Esteli, Nicaragua, correct?
absolutely. We actually are still in negotiations with actually purchasing a farm. Right.
Mm.
We did visit. We went over there earlier this year or last year and visited the actual farms, the factories, the processing plants, and we were able to see the whole process. So um, it was amazing trip to see how it's done in Esteli.
Mm.
Um, so, and the crazy thing is, it is still done just like it was when I first started. You know, they still do everything by hand. They still plant the plants, by hand, you know, on foot, like, and I think that's what makes one of the things that makes their product, their plants, such a good product because of the love and the way they put love into it. It's important. You know, I see that burn.
Yeah, yeah, man. Got a nice little toast to it. It's a well constructed leaf. Like I I barely had to even tug on the rat tail, and it came right off. And like I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the veins. It's beautiful on here, and then like you guys can see, it's well humidified. I picked this up at Pendulum Cigar Lounge in Fort Worth, Texas,
Shouts out to Pendulum.
and like man, shouts out to Brian and Carlos Trice and his team there. They really have a good eye for uh, great cigars and a palate. I always like to check the cigar lounge's owners' palettes to see. Okay, well, are you just pushing like cigars, or like you really do this?
Right.
And like when he brought you guys in, I was like, all right, listen, brothers, let's see what they talking about. And then I was like, oh, y'all got something. Like y'all done sold out. Y'all done sold out of the Black Knight. Y'all done sold out of the Onyx. Sold out of the mint condition. Y'all had like 2 of these left, and then you had like I want to say 10 King Solomon that he just put out. So I mean, your stuff is moving and it's moving and grooving, and I feel like this is a Sumatra wrapper.
And you are 100% correct.
Get out of here.
Sumatra wrapper. I see your game. I see your game. I'm peeping game. Well, we went with the Sumatra because we hadn't tried the Sumatra wrapper as of yet, and we was trying to make the number 5 something totally different from the leaf, the binder filler, the wrapper, the box, everything. You know, we wanted to represent our 5th year. So, and I actually have one of my boxes right here. You know, you got the white box with the rose gold, label on it, and they come 15 in a box. So we kind of kept the 5 thing going, if you will. So, you know, myself, you know, I'm a brother of Megas High 5 Attorney Incorporated, Root to the Cubes, and you know, the number 5 was I'm actually a number 5, so on my line. So I was like 5th year, number 5. My partner Eaton, you know, he's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna talk about him tonight. I'm gonna keep it clean. But shouts out
hey,
to
man, hey, one of you is hopping and the other one is shimmying. I mean,
yeah. Oh, and we put it down in Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah. So he's you know, they celebrate their Founders Day on J5. So and then we said, okay, well we're gonna bring it out. The plan was to bring it out like on the 15th of the month, but I think we ended up pushing it back, maybe like the 25th. And we have 15 in a box. So, you know, we wanted to be something that was different. And also, it is 5-year aged tobacco Candela. Not Candela, I'm sorry. It has cardamom in it, but it's 5-year aged tobacco from Condega, Estelle. So you got Estelle, then there, you know, if you go up the mountain, you got, you know, that's where you got the Condega. So, but yeah, it was, and we actually was over in Nicaragua when we actually had the opportunity to finish blending it. So we went over there, and like I said, we took a tour, visited fields, visited the box factory that make our boxes, and visited the processing plant where they actually age the tobacco and let it sit for however many years. So I actually smoked a 1-year blend that was, you know, a rough roll, you know, no wrapper, just the binder and the filler. I smoked a 3-year, I smoked a 5-year, and I smoked a 10-year. And the 10-year was great. You know, it was very, very smooth, burned really well. But I decided to keep the number 5. I mean, the 5-year because of our 5th year, which was also equally as good. You know, but the longer that it ages, the smoother and the different flavors you're going to get from the, you know, as it ages. So, but it's and it's a limited edition. We haven't decided if and when we're going to bring it back out, but I can tell you, I think we are if not sold out, we have less than 5 boxes left at our distributor. So if anybody wants the number 5, you better go ahead and jump on it now, because it's going to definitely be discontinued for a while. We're working on some new stuff, so we'll talk about that too.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So right now I'm getting like this warming peppery sensation. Like it didn't start out like that. It didn't start out peppery. And then it's coming in on the back end and hitting me with a little bit of pepper. I'm getting some of that steak salt mixed in with it. And I'm still trying to taste and decipher the other notes that I'm getting out of it. But like as far as my sinuses go, it's like it's warming.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's supposed to start warming me up like that, but I'm getting warm as the more I go on into this smoke, and it's not a bad thing. It's definitely a interesting feeling that I'm experiencing right now.
And so when I initially smoked it, I was convinced that it was a full body, but I think different people have different techniques of smoking. I think the retrohale is a very important part of it, because you really feel the strength when you retrohale, right? So a lot of guys say that. Well, to me, it's a medium, maybe a medium plus.
It's definitely a medium to full. I'll give it that. Yeah. But for you, what is it?
To me, the more I smoked it, that's the other thing. The more I smoked it, the more I started to try to smoke differently to see is it different if I smoke it different. And that's basically what the case is. If I just do a regular, puff and exhale, I still can tell that it's a medium to full. But when I smoke it and I allow the retrohale, I'm like, man, I can feel it. So I always just tell people it's a medium to full, and then I let them kind of decide, if it's more the full side or more the medium for them.
Yeah, it's a medium to full, because like that subtle pepper on the back end, because it's kind of sneaky.
Yeah.
It's kind of sneaky. Like if you're not paying attention to it, it'll kind of sneak up on you. But it's kind of sneaky where it has a little hint of pepper, and then it kind of gradually it'll gradually ramp up on you, as far as turning the heat up on you.
Yeah,
which is an experience in itself.
There's a little sweet. You should have a little sweet pepper note from it.
Well, at least my fire alarm worked.
That's a 5.
So now we got to turn on the fan.
The crazy thing is, I'm in my man cave. It's like my loft, and I have a smoke detector, and it's never went off. And I've had 15 guys up here smoking, and it's never went off. And when that happened, it just made me think, like, I need to go check that thing.
Is it working?
It never went off.
Man, I'm like, hey, you take the batteries out that thing? Cause shoot, I got my my air purifier going. I got the windows, I got the doors open. I'm like, okay, well, we should be good, and it usually works. But
yeah,
my fire system's a little temperamental, but
that number 5 smoke, that It's that limited edition, you know.
Yeah. So it's the big smoke that's coming out of it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So but damn, the heating sensation is crazy. It's crazy because I'm getting a nice little head rush from it, and I'm trying to catch this last note that I'm tasting, right? And so usually I drink like a Dr. Pepper or water or some kind of cream soda.
Okay. Yeah.
Or a root beer, because I want to give the leaf the due respect to really experience it, right?
And see, a lot of smokers, you know, I've learned this, you know, throughout the years, is that different smokers get different, like their palate's different. So some smokers can actually narrow down. And I remember when we first met you, and you were smoking one of the sticks, and you called out. I remember you called out one of the notes that's in that cigar, and I was like, "Yeah, you got it, right." A lot of people don't have the ability to do that, right? But a lot of people do. So, you know, I have certain people in the area. Like, if I want to find out what a cigar, what the notes in it, I'll confirm it with that person. I'm like, look, I've got something for you to try. I want you to tell me what you're smoking, and you know, is it full? Is it medium? You know, what notes do you get? But everybody's different. So some people just smoke, and they like a well constructed cigar that burns well, that, you know, keeps an even ash, and it tastes good, and they're good, right? So
because it's not cocoa, it's kind of like a nutty. It's a nutty note.
it's you're exactly right again.
It's a nutty note in it.
There's a little bit of nut, and there's a little bit of cardamom, which is also a sweet type of spice.
Right. And see, that's probably what's the warming sensation that I'm getting. So that's why it's subtly graduating on me, and I'm like, it's a different experience. I haven't had that experience yet, and I believe it was the Black Knight we were trying that I smoked on our first interview. Guys, if you haven't checked out our first interview we did at Pendulum Cigar Lounge, go check it out. Mr. Kieth has been gracious enough to come back on as our Black History Month tribute of cigar brands. So, guys, we celebrate Black History 24/7, 365, 7 days a week.
No doubt.
We just put an emphasis on Black History Month because that's the month that is being accepted universally, and we're gonna make sure that we give it its due justice, right? Even though they do give us the shortest month out of the year, which is
no doubt.
It's like, are we gonna complain about that, or are we gonna?
You know, we still claim it. You know, so
yeah. So my other part to that is, what other month would we pick? What other month would you pick? You know what I mean? So, like, if you had the option to choose Black History Month, what other month would you pick?
Well, me, this may be a little bit selfish and personal, but I would pick June for a couple reasons.
I like that.
There's a lot that goes on in June. June is a month where people, I mean, you know, May, people is, you know, but June is when you get into the summer. So people is really starting to come out and want to do things and have a good time. Also, June 9th is my birthday.
Right.
1971, so that's my birthday. And it's mid-year, right? It's a good mid-year month. I think June would be good. You know, I can see us having backyard barbecues and cookouts and all kind of stuff that we like to do to celebrate and enjoy each other. So I think that would be a good time.
I concur with that. I like to pull out like my different idioms at times because I'm silly like that. But anyway, but June does sound good because like I rather it would make sense too because being from Texas, we celebrate Juneteenth
And Juneteenth, that's right.
So Juneteenth makes sense because now all of us is free, right? So
yeah.
I would take that. I would take Juneteenth, and I would take the month of June, and do Black History Month. The only pushback I would see is that the Alphabet Committee would try and take June back because Pride Month is June, which I don't know how it became that, but I guess it's because it's really the official month, the official start of summer, and everybody's coming outside. So now it's a play on they're coming out. Whatever. Hey guys, don't cancel me. Don't cancel me.
Hey, it's all love. Like it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just speaking like out loud, thinking why not June for Black History Month? Because it honestly would make sense. And then of course, like Independence Day is July. My birthday's in July, so I'm like I don't want to celebrate my birthday with everybody. I'm selfish. I'm very selfish. I'm like, hey, this is mine. You guys fight amongst yourselves for the other 12 months, like And then June, what you get? Is it 31 days or 30 days? Either way, it's 4 or 5 more days than what we get in February.
Yeah. We get shortly a day. What every 4 years is it?
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Like this year.
Yeah. And I'm like, man. I feel like our bills are cheating us because they still charge us like we paying for a whole month around here.
Oh, absolutely. They don't give no day discount or 2-day discount.
Man, Smoking Rings, what's good? Thanks for joining in, guys. This is Boss Talks on the Rooftop. We're doing live cigar reviews with Black Stogie Cigar Company. I have Mr. Kieth Grantham of Black Stogie Cigar Company. He's one of the half of ownership of Black Stogie Cigar Company. Make sure you go and check them out. We're doing a live cigar review of the number 5, their 5-year anniversary stick. Please check that out. So far, great experience. A different experience on my side. I've already set my fire alarms on, so if you hear the fan going on, that's why. Definitely good smoke so far. And if you're an ash head, take a look at the ash. Matured very well. Like they say, the more it's matured, the less ammonium it has in it. The less the chlorophyll and ammonium it has in it, and your ash burns more white, grayish. So you ash nerds. Like I think it's real funny, like how different cigar nerds are particular about their type of cigars. So nerd out with me a little bit. What are you very particular about your cigar?
So, well, let me go back a little bit. So with all of our blends, right? I don't like I've never been fond of a soft cigar. Like I like for our cigars to be rolled fairly tight. I think that helps with the burn, the ash, because if it's not tight, then it's not as much tobacco in it. So your ash is normally not gonna sit long because it's it's too much space. So I definitely like a cigar that is roll tight, but has a smooth, easy draw, and that's all about how it's rolled. Uh, Shouts out to our factory in Nicaragua, the owner Raul. Um, Raul actually used to roll for Jewish states, and he branched off, started his own cigar company. But you know, him and his rollers, they know how to roll sticks, right? We we have we have never received an order or boxes of cigars that was just messed up, that burned bad, that wasn't rolled correctly. His Q&A process is on point. They make sure that if it goes out, it's going out, 100%. But the main thing for me is, like I said, soft cigars, because as I smoke, the moisture a lot of times makes it even softer. So now when I get down to the third, the end of it is start to pancake, and I like a good structured cigar. That's the first thing. The main thing is the structure, and then obviously the taste is important. My partner Eaton will tell you that he's probably only seen me maybe 2 times ever in life set a cigar down and not finish it because it was just that bad, right? Because if I start smoking it, normally I'm gonna push through it and say, okay, well, let me just see how it's gonna be on the third. Maybe it's gonna get better or whatever. But there's been, I know, at least 2 times where I was smoking a cigar and I'm like, I just can't do it. It's not tasting good. It's not burning correctly. It's tunneling, and it's frustrating because now I have too much work when I'm trying to enjoy a good smoke. Yeah.
So, what do you like to pair your cigars with?
I pair my cigars with everything, whatever I have. So normally, I'm going to pair it with, a whiskey, and depending on if I have a more of a full, I normally smoke full body, but I do smoke a medium to full or medium. There are some mediums that I like, but I like the full body. I like the full flavor. So normally I'm going to go with a whiskey, sometimes bourbon, or blend that is, a little stronger, maybe, 100 proof or higher, depending on the strength of the cigar. I also like
100 proof or higher.
Yeah, that's
God.
like tonight
You gonna start your car with it?
Tonight I'm on the old hillside.
Oh.
And it's also black owned company. And this one tonight is a 94 proof. But it all depends, But I'm gonna pair it with whatever I have to drink. I don't do light alcohol when I smoke. It's not preferred for me. But I do know people that will do tequila, with their cigars. So it just all depends on the person. But for me, like I say, I like a strong cigar and I like a strong drink. Neat.
I'm an on the rocks kind of guy. I can appreciate a big block, and my palate for like pairing is just kind of gravitated to it. It was I want to say it was Knob Creek. Some people are Knob Creek. I was never that Buffalo Trace guy.
Yeah.
I was never that Buffalo Trace guy. Basil Hayden, I used to drink that I was drinking that before I started smoking cigars, so it's kind of crazy to see how popular that's become. And the Blantons, like they done raise the popularity of Blantons has now dictated the price of Blantons, but it's still a pretty bottle.
Oh yeah.
But I'm right now I'm an Uncle Nearest or a what's the other guy's name? Not Uncle Nearest. I can't even think of his name right now. Have I been drinking today?
A black guy or
No, he's Uncle Nearest. Oh, Elijah Craig.
Elijah.
Elijah Craig. I'm getting into Rise, right?
Hey,
he got a black name.
that Elijah Craig rye.
Woo!
I mean, I
Man.
had 2 bottles in 2 weeks, and it's no longer here.
Hey,
that is great.
It's delicious. Like, I mean, whew, if you talking about a good time, Elijah Craig has been my friend. He's been my friend indeed for the past 4 years. So I don't know. I'm a little hard pressed, and I couldn't even remember the name of, but the Elijah Craig Rye has been my friend indeed for quite some time. But Uncle Nearest, of course, I'm a fan of Fawn Weaver and what her and her husband and the team is doing over there. But yeah, if I go Elijah Craig on the rocks, guys, we're gonna be here all day. We're gonna be here having a good little time. Like if you're not ready to drink, don't come around me, okay?
And so we also my partner, he had actually picked up some about a couple weeks ago, but I think it's called TX, Texas.
Yeah, Texas whiskey.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. I saw a bottle the other day, and I didn't pick it up, but I definitely want to add that to my bar.
For me, it's a little bit on the lighter side. It don't have that grip like I be looking for in my whiskey.
Okay.
Like I needed to grip me. I don't need it to grab me. So don't grab me, then we're gonna be fighting. So that's why I don't do Hennessy, and I'll do Douce. I don't do Hennessy. I don't do anything Hennessy except for pure white. Pure white Hennessy I can do. But Hennessy just grab me and I'm ready to fight. And it's a bad situation for me. But everybody else, honestly, because like I'm gonna have a good time about it.
Yeah, I used to do Hennessy. That was my go-to for years. Like I kept a bottle of Hennessy, but I grew out of it. Like I guess I drunk too much, and I just no longer, my taste buds no longer liked it. It became too sweet for me. So I don't do any real cognacs. I have tasted a few that wasn't that sweet, but I really don't do the cognacs no more. It's like, it's just once I started drinking the bourbons and the whiskey, it kind of killed that
cognac feel for it.
That taste,
yeah. So with your perfect pairing with this number 5, what would you pair it with?
I'm gonna have to say I would pair it with that Elijah Craig rye. I mean, when I was drinking that, and I was smoking, I think I was smoking a Black Knight, and man, it was the perfect pairing. Like they complemented each other, and I guess maybe because of the rye, I don't know, but it complemented each other. I mean, I literally sit here, and probably drunk half the bottle that night, and I was like, damn, I only got half a bottle left, but
right,
it was really, and I have a high tolerance, for alcohol, you know. And I don't know if it's called I always drink. I will do a big block every now and then, but I don't have to have it. Um, but the Lager Craig, trying to think what else I got on my shelf. Um, I do the Buffalo Trace, but that's more my. It's really more my everyday go to type drink if it's available. Um, and I do get into the scotches a little bit.
Mm.
I'm not a big heavy scotch drinker, but you know, I'll get into some scotches, the lighter scotches. I don't really like the real bold. I like for it to be a little lighter. Uh,
Yeah.
Scotch is obviously an acquired taste if you don't drink it.
Right. Right. For me on this number 5, I'm I'm trying not to be so biased because I'm a big fan of the Sumatra wrapper,
Right.
but it's really hard for me to be like I don't like it. It's hard for me to be like, oh well, you can do this, 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 and this, and it's a damn good smoke. It's a damn good smoke. Um, I've tried several of you guys' line, and you guys have not missed once. What is that like for creating your type of cigars for the masses? Like I know you have to put your own palate in it, and sometimes you have to put it aside. But what is that like coming up with your different type of blends of what you want?
So, our slogan is cigars for the soul. So, and by saying that, like we want to involve other people, because I don't know how other companies create their blends. If they have other people to have a sample, taste to see how they like it, get feedback, you know, and we always, whenever we are out, whether we're doing a cut light, you know, in the event that we're vending somewhere, when we're talking to people, we ask for their feedback. We're gonna tell them, give us your feedback, good or bad. We want to know, like, because everybody's not gonna have a good experience with every cigar, no matter where you get it from. No
Mhm.
matter what company, right? Occasionally you're gonna find a cigar that's for whatever reason you don't like. And it could be the actual cigar itself, or it could be, the storage of the cigar. It wasn't well maintained, wasn't taken care of, wasn't at the right humidity. It could be a lot of different things. It could be, and we experienced this one time when we was at a lounge and we were smoking. We were sitting there and we was in a little area, and they had a fan over in the corner, and they had the fan on, and the fan was kind of blowing down.
Mm.
So one of the guys that was smoking a cigar, it started tonguing a little bit. So me and Eaton, we picked up on it immediately, like, what's up with the cigar? It was like, yeah, it's tonguing. So we immediately looked up at the same time, was like, we got to tell her to turn this fan off, right? Because the same side the fan's blowing was the side that was burning faster, right? If anybody know anything about cigars, like I ride motorcycles, so I will smoke a cigar when I'm riding, but I also know that it's not going to be a pretty smoke, right? It's
Mhm.
going to do a whole lot of things. Sometimes it'll tunnel, sometimes it'll one side will burn, both. It'll do a lot of different things, but I know it's going to happen. So it's not. I'm not going to say, well, man, that cigar did this, did that, because I know why, right?
Right.
But yeah, so that does happen. Um, I done talked myself out of the. What was the original question?
Coming about for blending. How do you come up with blending for
Okay,
the
yeah.
masses and putting your own biases aside, or do you blend for yourself as well when thinking about the masses?
So I initially start with myself. I'll smoke cigar. You know, I'll initially send a blend what I want. What I want, medium full. You know, A lot of times I'll tell them there's different types of tobacco that you can use. For example, like an Indian tobacco. So we actually smoked a cigar that was had Indian tobacco in it, and we really liked it, And so we actually had him to make us some samples of that one, but it was more of a blend. Um, but I start with myself, and then I invite other people. I have a smoking taste session where I'll get 4 or 5 guys that I know smoke, that I know, that they can actually give me feedback, and then I'll take that feedback. We'll come back to the table. We'll talk about it, me and Eaton, and then we'll say, well, yeah, I agree with this. Let's change that. Or we may say, well, I don't necessarily agree with that. We're gonna keep that the same, right? But at the end of the day, we value the input because I can't smoke them all, right? I want you guys to smoke them. I want other people to enjoy them. So I take their feedback, and then once we do that, I send it to the factory and say, hey, this is what we need, and then they'll put it in production. So, but it's very important that I don't think about myself, and I know a lot of people when they, do different things. So I actually own a food truck and a catering company. So when I'm, thinking about making changes, and my wife is very good with wanting to come up with different ideas about different things to put on the food truck. A lot of times she may say, "Well, I don't like that," or "I don't like this," and I always tell her, "But you're not eating it. You only one person that's going to eat it. Like we got to get it. We need to let other people, do they like it? Because if I don't like everything that other people like. So, but our goal is to put out a product that the majority of the people like, and we really put our soul into our company, into our product, into our blends, into our boxes, into our wrappers. Like when you look at our cigars, we want you to look at our cigar and not know how long we've been in business, right? Mm-hmm. I want you to look at our cigar and be like, yeah, that's a new company, right? I want you to look at our cigar and be like, wow, that's a nice cigar. Like this wrapper is beautiful. Like, well designed, great color. They're all put on professionally. They're not, put on lopsided. I mean, you see all these different things when you're in it. So, and I must give credit when credit's due is that, Eaton is that guy. Like he is the Q&A person. He's the person that, like I'll see something like, well, that'll be all right. And he'll be like, oh no, hell no. And so I was like, all right, let's get it fixed. So, that's kind of how we do it. Always, and like I said, we got a new blend that we're working on that we've already did the same process. So we are pretty much to the point where we're getting ready to put it in production.
Mm. Okay. So how many do you guys have right now? How many Vitolas do you have right now?
Right now we have a total of 9 blends. One of which is the limited edition that we're smoking now. So when that one is discontinued and out of stock, then we will have 8. But by the time this one is out of stock, our new cigar should be in rotation. And I'll go ahead and tell you about the new cigar. We're actually doing a reblend of a cigar that we actually created for representing my fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and Eaton's fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and it is called the 1911. So the 1911, both of our fraternities were founded in 1911.
Mm-hmm.
They were founded in January, and we were founded in November. So they always talk about they were the first. So I said, I'll let you have it. You can be the first, you know, but we the last. We like to be the last. So, but it's called 1911. We've been working very hard on the bands and the boxes for it. We just yesterday and today we was uh, talking with Raul in reference to what we wanted and trying to get that taken care of. But it's gonna be nice. And when it come out, they're gonna see those boxes and they're gonna be like, I want to buy the box. So like, I just want the box to keep as a keepsake. So that's what we want.
Mm. So I'm over here trying to get E patched in. We're having trying to get the link going for him. Let's see if it'll let him in. He just say they won't let him in. We'll see what he had to do for it. Tell me, how do you guys keep coming up with the names? You got King Solomon, you have the Black Knight, you have Mint Condition, you have Onyx, you have the number 5. The number 5 is synonymous with J5 and the 5-year anniversary. How'd you come up with like the Mint Condition?
So we let me tell you a little bit about the mint condition. When the mint condition, when I told I told him what we wanted, and so he put it together. And when I got the sample of it, I smoked it, and I also again let some other guys smoke it, and got good feedback. They love the flavor. They love the mint of it. It's not a sweet cigar, so a lot of guys will say, I don't do sweet cigars. Well, it's not sweet, right? It's just mint, right? It's premium tobacco with mint flavor. So
right,
it's not sweet, but when we first came out with it, it was a 660, and when I smoked it, I realized that this is too much for a mint cigar. Like it was too much. Like you actually, before you finish it, you're like, okay, I had enough, right? So changed the size to a 554. I said, I think this is the size that should be. Give you just enough, you can enjoy it, and then if you want to smoke another one, then you can. So that's why it became the 554. But the mint condition, the name, hey, everybody know the band, mint condition.
Right.
So
that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe you guys are just big fans of mint condition.
Yep, mint condition. And then the obviously the Boss Hog. Growing up in the country, whenever it came on, I was glued to the TV watching Dukes of Hazzard, and watching. I forgot his name, but he always had a cigar in his mouth, So he said,
no, that was Burt Reynolds.
No, that was I forgot his name, but a little short, fat dude, and he was like I guess he was a sheriff, but he always had a little short cigar in his mouth, and we was like, think about Dukes of Hazzard, the Boss Hog, plus it has a pigtail on it, so we was like, Boss Hog would be a good name for this one. The Oak City, we are in Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh is known as the city of oaks. So we came over to Oak City to pay homage to our city from which we live. The Black Onyx. So the Black Onyx is, there you go.
Yeah, we got Mr. Eden on with us.
What up? What up, baby? What's happening?
What's going on? What's going on, family?
Hey man, I apologize about the delay. Had a pre-engagement with my young prince tonight. So now I'm good to jump on for a few.
Hey, family first, baby.
You know what I'm
Family
talking
first.
about?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
perfect timing. We're talking about the different the names. So we've already talked about the number five. We just talked about the Boss Hog and the Oak City, and I was just going into the Black Onyx. So I'll let you jump right in.
Okay, so the names. So the names are unique, and they're also kind of esoteric or very sentimental to the both of us. So the Black Onyx, I came up with that name. Keith and I are both members of the Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of North Carolina, Masonic family, um, and also nobles. We're Shriners. So with the Black Onyx, it's a symbolic to us that displays a little light to everybody in the world.
Mm.
Um, that we wanted to, pay homage to our foundation. Um, so that's why, we came with the Black Onyx. So when you see it, and then the color of it, it's a box press, 6 by uh, 58, 6 by 60, excuse me, 6 by 60. The Oak City 6 by 58, 6 by 60 box press. And if you just look at the cap of it, it's a very, very. Hey, there you go. You see what I'm saying? Look at that edge.
You got to
So then
cap.
we also got the professional cut. You touched on that, Keith. The professional cut. The professional cut. I like to pay homage to Keith's line brother. Shout out to Exclusive Grooming. He was
Yep.
like actually one of the first to support us through our journey, and he's also a barber. So when we created that to pay homage to him, we created a barber pole because the barber has the red, white, and blue
Yeah.
barber pole. So we created a barber pole, and we actually touched bases with his taste buds and everything to kind of shatter to him, but at the same time, something that the world will be able to enjoy. And I'm gonna say it again, that the world will be able to enjoy. So we're trying to go nationwide with this, and
That's
internationally known across the world. Not just
Ready.
nationwide, we're going to go across the world, and internationally. Um, then the chocolate tie.
Uh-huh.
Um, the chocolate tie is very unique. It's a Habano wrapper, but I'm gonna be real. We were young at one point in time. Um, it took us back to our childhood days. You remember that song? I got five on it.
Got it.
Let's it with that endo.
I got five on it.
so,
And don't
um,
get me started.
so the dope part was I was driving when Keith was blending that particular blend, and the
Mm.
song came on, and I was like, "Yo, come on, let's take it back to our childhood days, something that everybody can relate." Now, it's a transition from our childhood days to something that we're grown. We're grown now. We're doing grown men stuff. So
Right.
it relates as a memory to the childhood, but at the same time, we grown, so we're doing grown men stuff. So that's where the chocolate tie came from. Um, and then it's definitely not a sweet cigar or infused. We got it prepared, similar to the mint condition. We wanted to have essence of chocolate through the duration of the cigar, but not like you smoking something that's overpowering with sweetness or chocolate. We wanted you to be able to still taste your premium tobacco and allow you to also have, a little hints of chocolate through the duration of the cigar.
Mm. That's
Uh,
fire.
and
I ain't gonna
then
lie. I haven't touched the chocolate tie yet. I
a
haven't
lot of
touched
people, when you think of the chocolate tie, the mint condition, they automatically assume or think it's a sweet cigar. Oh, I
it.
just don't like. Um, I've over 5 years now. Uh, I can truly tell you, I only had one person. Now we can only ask you. It's up to you to tell us. I only
Right.
had one person to say it wasn't for me from the mint or the chocolate.
Mm.
But at the end of the night, I saw a nub in the ashtray.
Right. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna smoke it. I
yeah.
mean,
you know,
I'm going. It's getting
so
smoked.
but we seeing you putting the poke in and still smoking it, man. But you saying it ain't even for you. So
Yeah.
go figure, right?
Right. Right. Right.
But we do understand. every cigar is not for everybody. That's why we have so many blends that you got the opportunity to be able to try at least for soon to be 9 blends. I think I caught the tail end a little bit of the 1911.
Yep,
That's going to be an amazing cigar. Keith, if I make sure I say it correctly, it's a 6 by 70, right? Oh, no, 7 by 60.
it is a 58 by 7.
Sorry,
That's
58 by 70. So Keith is working on it and finalizing. So of course he has a bunch of beta testers and all that kind of stuff. The artwork, you know, it's gonna be unique. It's gonna be very, very different. It's not your typical band that you will see. It's not your foil. It's not your, you know, embossed. It's gonna be a little something that when you look at it, it's gonna reflect who we are.
Mhm.
Um, it's definitely not an Omega Sci-Fi or Kappa Alpha Psi cigar, but we're members of it, and we've been members a very long time. Keith, 35 years, right?
yep.
Myself 25 years, so it's a very long time. So it's more of a homage to our organizations, more so nothing, you know, to intertwine and say that it's Kappa Alpha Psi or Omega Psi Phi affiliated, but we want we always do everything that's something that's very sentimental and important to us.
Right.
So we were paying a shout out to it. I'm gonna give a little secret. I played spring on one. Keith, you are
Fall 91.
fall 91. So the
Mhm.
artwork we incorporated where it's going to reflect both our years, even though we're 10 years apart with our respective fraternities. It's going to be really, really dope.
Man,
Uh, we finalized the artwork and everything, the boxes today, pretty much, and it's coming soon. And it's going to be a cigar that we're going to keep in rotation.
man,
So
I love
typically we have 8 blends, so we'll have 9 blends in rotation. Um, Let me think of another cigar that we got going on. So we spoke about the King Solomon.
No,
Okay. So the King Solomon, boss talk, you can relate a little bit to it.
that.
so
I certainly can.
again, that takes us back to our Masonic roots. So when we created the King Solomon, really it's called the King Solomon X, right? A little twist of the Malcolm X with it and a little twist of the King Solomon. But we call it the King Solomon X, but we let everybody know it's X King Solomon because the intricate way of creating that wrapper, you will see at least 3 X's on that cigar.
Mm.
It's a Connecticut and a Maduro wrapper. It's a puro. The tobacco filling leaf is out of Nicaragua, and that's all we do is puros.
Mm.
Everything is out of Nicaragua. We
Mm.
have a lot of people, and this is no disrespect to
This
Cahibas or
King Solomon
Cubans.
right here.
yep.
We
So
see where we at, baby.
Yeah, so we got the King Solomon right here.
And if you
Uh,
see it,
I didn't want to interrupt you, but
no,
this is
go ahead. Go
the
ahead.
intricate details that my man is referring to. As you can see, the X's all across the wrapper here, and it is very. I've never seen uh, something intricate like that. So it's very interesting. I haven't even smoked the King Solomon yet. I've smoked the Black Knight with you guys. I've smoked the mint condition, and I've smoked the number 5 with you guys live on Boss Talk. So it's always a pleasure. So guys, I haven't been disappointed yet. So if you hadn't tried Black Stogie cigars, you might want to jump in this. You might want to jump in this. I promise there's going to be something for you. They have over nine different Vitolas available, and they're coming out with more things. As you can hear live in person, we have the duo, the dynamic duo of Mr. Eden and Keith of Black Stogie Cigars, join us here live on Boss Talks on the Rooftop. I'm gonna ask you, Keith, why cigars?
oh, you were asking me that before, didn't you? I never,
Not Keith. I'm sorry, Eden. I'm gonna ask Eden.
Why cigars? And hold on one quick second. If we talking to somebody in Texas, we're gonna drink good like Texas. This is a Firestone and Robertson blend So this is a lot different. This is a different world we had, Keith.
Yeah.
But
Mm,
why cigars? So from my perspective, I'll be honest with you. When we started Black Stogies, um, I had a store downtown Raleigh, North Carolina, and Keith happened to walk around the corner with a cigar in his mouth. And at that time, during COVID, we helped establish $1.5 million for Black business owners and other
mm,
owners around, the North Carolina area and a few out of states. So when I saw Keith smoking that cigar, I was thinking, what can we put into the lounge? I mean, excuse me, to my store.
mm,
And I've known Keith over almost 23 years, something like that. And I was like, that's it. I said, Keith, let's work in the cigar world. And we initially wanted to assist other Black cigar owners.
mm,
So we attempted that. For us, we saw a little bigger vision than others, not to knock nobody's vision, right?
mm,
We just saw more. And we wanted more out of it. So we decided to create our own cigars, um, keep it smoking over 30 years, if I'm not making a mistake. And the rest is history.
mm,
Um, I study, I become obsessed with things that I do.
mm,
So is Keith, same way. But, and the beauty thing about us, we don't even have to tell each other our role. It's like we know what we feed off each other so well to do what we got to do. He know I got this. I know he got this. There's no second guessing. It's
mm,
no. We known each other 23 something years. Never had an argument.
mm.
That's true brotherhood.
Right. That's
Now,
powerful.
we
Like
have
we can disagree, but we're not gonna argue.
we
Right.
have discussion. We have sometimes heated discussions, when we're talking, and most of the time we're sipping up here and we're, smoking, and we're talking about business. And sometimes it gets heated because, it's like, I don't understand why you say we should do this. And then we go back and forth, and then we challenge each other to show me why, and then at the end, it's like, all right, well, we'll roll with that. I'm cool, right? One
Mm,
of us going to say that because, you know, as business partners, and I know several businesses that have business partners that the business didn't succeed because the relationships with the partners didn't succeed. So, and I'm the type of person, I don't get upset very easily, right? I don't get mad about somebody else's opinion. I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to like it. But I can't be mad at you because that's your opinion. Like,
That's right.
you feel how you feel. So I understand that, and obviously, Eaton understands as well. Like, so we work it out. One thing I always say, when we got a problem or we got something we got to figure out, we got to get it done, and we still trying to figure it out. And I'll say, don't worry about
We'll,
it.
we'll figure it out.
we'll walk it down.
We'll
We'll
figure it out.
figure it out.
But see, it speaks to volumes of trust, right? And so you guys were able to start out in a space where you guys trust each other enough to, like, hey, voice what you got. Let me voice what I got, and I think that's huge, because trust is a very expensive commodity.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
You can give it easily, right?
Right.
Some people are like, I don't trust anybody, and that comes from a place of hurt and trauma. But like, if you give trust easily, it can be easily taken away.
That's right.
And so for you guys to be rocking for as long as you have been, just before the cigar industry, and then going into this space for 5 years, man, that's commendable, man. That shows a huge opportunity for growth, and a huge opportunity to see how long you guys can keep rocking, man.
Right.
And you put out a damn good product.
Hey, I'm gonna say this live on your show. We're up next. Watch it. We're up next, and that's the level I like to speak things in existence.
Right.
We're up next, And the touch bases on Keith and I, when we had these disagreements or anything, man, we laugh like crazy. The next day or the same night, we're like, what did you just say? He know just we didn't have a heat discussion earlier today, but I was trying to figure out how to do something, and he be so smooth with it, like all you gotta do. I'm like, no, that's not it. It's gonna do this. It's gonna do that. He was like, nah, that's just not gonna be it. So he'll go pull some data. He like, well, such and such did this. This did that. Then I go look, and I'm like, damn, he right. then I was like, go get on your motorcycle, because I know he was riding today. It was like, go get on your motorcycle. I'll figure it out, and and it's done, and we figured it out.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
That's real. That's real right there. So, okay, I'm gonna ask to both of you. You got a cigar you got to put in your time capsule, right? What cigar you put in your time capsule? What cigar are you smoking? And what cigar are you giving away?
From the Black Stogie line or just in general?
In general.
Okay. Mine is easy. I'll be real with you. I'm a person that believes in investing in their own product.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 times out of 10, if you see me smoking, it's gonna be my product. I'm just being honest. No disrespect to nobody else. Now I will smoke other people's stuff, that kind of thing, but I'm a marketing brand person. So I know a guy says, if you want something to be in existence, you show it or you say it at least 8 times, right? So I'm constantly showing. For me, my favorite out of all, and my palate is totally different from everybody else, out of Black Stogies, my favorite, honestly, is the mint condition, and my second favorite is the King Solid.
Okay. So
giveaway will probably be any of them, and I'm gonna tell you why. Keith know that's just my personality. I'm a giver. I like to share. I want people to enjoy the experience that I'm giving, and I'm not giving away because it's no good. That's just my nature. I'm being honest with you. To save, I will honestly save the number 5. That piece of artwork of what we did, and I ain't just talking about the band. I'm talking about the development of it. That we went to Nicaragua, we smoked just binding filler, the whole process of the field. That was our 100%. Not just telling our manufacturer what we want and they composing, and then he sent us samples. We really had our fingers in the dirt with that.
Keith, your turn.
So my partner, he gets upset with my business partner. Pause, like the young folks say. You know, he sometimes he don't get mad, but he will bring it to my attention if we're out at a doing a cutting light or at a lounge, because I smoke a lot more.
Everything.
I smoke a lot more cigars, and what I do, see, I believe there's a lounge courtesy, right? There's a protocol for when you go to a cigar lounge that you support that lounge, right? You can have your whole box of box of cigars in your humidor, and that's fine. But go buy 2 or 3 sticks, because you're going to smoke them eventually. Don't walk in there with your sticks and sit down and smoke your cigars, and then that's it, right? So
I got one disclaimer to add to that.
All right.
When we go to lounges, I'll go, if I'm somewhere else, I'm gonna make sure we buy to every lounge. But I may not keep it. I'm gonna give it to Keith or give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
So I always make sure we follow the rules of we're going to buy at least 2 to 3 cigars in whatever lounge we go to. And we typically do it even when we go to cutting lights. That's hosting us.
Right.
Out of respect.
Right.
So I smoke a lot more cigars. So I will, during the course of a cutting light or at a lounge, I might smoke 4 cigars if we there, depending on how long we're there. So obviously I'm gonna smoke my own product, right? I'm gonna especially when we start the event. I'm gonna be smoking, a Black Knight or number 5, something like that. And then once the event's over, then I'll go to the humidor. I mean to the into the humidor, see something I like. I pick them up and put them on our tab or whatever, right? But as far as my favorite, it's really hard to say. The Black Knight was initially my smoke, right? I like full body, I like full flavor. I love the Negro wrapper. It makes it's just a different looking stick. Along with the band, to me it's just a beautiful production. So the Black Knight was my initial go-to until the number 5 came out. The number 5, as Eaton mentioned, it's more sentimental now. Like we actually, was like you said, we had our fingers in the dirt, right? We were there, we saw the process and we decided what we wanted right there on the spot. I love the flavors of the number 5. Like I said, it was initially, I wanted a full body, but it came out in medium to full, which is okay. But the notes in that stick, and as you was picking them up and telling me what you were smoking, is great. So I'm gonna put both of those as my favorite, and then like I said, to save, if I had to put one in my humidor and leave it, it's probably gonna be the number 5, right? I just the look of it, without even going into the flavors and the notes and the taste, I think it's just beautiful when I see it in my humidor. So, and to give away, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and if I don't like a cigar, then I don't like it. That's just me, right? So, like I told you before, Eaton, I'll tell him earlier, Eaton, that you probably seen me only 2 times not finish a cigar.
Ever. 2 times ever.
So, but I don't talk bad about no other cigar company, right? We may talk about it, and it was more of a learning process for us. If we see something that we say, well, we don't think we should do that or something like that. But, but if I had to pick a cigar that I don't really smoke, and I don't know why, I never got into them, is a Gurkha, right? Not that they're bad. I just never smoked Gurkha. I mean, I ain't say I never smoked. I have smoked them, but I don't really purchase Gurkhas. Like I'll go right by that section, right? And I just don't know why. It's just, and they probably got some new good stuff out there, but but like you said, I give away a lot of cigars because you go places and people, Black Stogie's here, and a lot of sometimes my frat brothers, sometimes friends. Hey man, you got a cigar? You got an extra cigar? No, I don't have nothing extra. Like, if I got them,
I don't have nothing extra. I'm gonna smoke them. I love.
My mom and dad always taught me, you got to share. You're supposed to share. I had younger brothers, so I believe in sharing. And occasionally, hey, there you go. How much is that? But don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You good.
See, for me, with what I'm thinking in my mind, like when I say giveaway, I'm thinking like I'm gonna give it to you, and I want you to walk away with like you feel like I just gave you gold, right? That's how I want to take it back. Like, okay, in that presence of mind, what are you gonna give? What gold are you gonna give away?
I like that. I think honestly, um, for me, yeah, if I'm gonna give a stick away, and I gotta give a little disclaimer. I also gotta understand what a person's palate like almost.
Right.
I don't like to give you a cigar just to give you a cigar. I want you to have that fulfillment of enjoyment.
Mhm.
So, but if I'm gonna go in the middle, I'll be real with you. I'll give the boss hog away because a lot of people sleep on the piglet, the nub, and they underestimated. One night I was smoking it, and I think he probably thought I was crazy. It was like 2 a.m, and I smoked it, and I was like, Keith, because before I'm gonna be honest, I was like, man, let's get rid of the nub.
Mm.
And when I smoked it at night, really like away from the people, just enjoying it 2 a.m, man, it's excellent.
Right.
It's excellent. A lot of people sleep on piglets because they or boss hogs or nubs because they're smaller, right? But they come with a lot of punch.
Yeah.
Very flavorful. It's so
That's me.
small, so it's very flavorful.
That's me. That's me. I sleep on nubs because I'm like, all right, I'm here for a long time
Yep.
and a good time. So I'm gonna need something that's gonna be enjoyable and it's a long lasting experience for me.
Right.
So for the nub, I feel like it's like a dessert. It's like yeah, that finished off my meal. It was a good meal. For me, I think a nub to me is like, damn, now I got to go get some more of it, right?
Hey, that's a good thing. Keep two beside you.
see, that's what I'm talking about. See, I'm like, man, see, now you're trying to up my budget, my smoking budget, and I'm like, I'm trying to thoroughly enjoy this thing for a long time. Now I got to go through my rituals of the cut and the light all over again. I'm like, man, hey, we got J Wolf Cigars in the building. They out of Estella, Nicaragua. How y'all doing? Thank you for coming in. But yeah, man, it's one of those things like I know it's packed full of flavor.
Yeah.
Right? I know it's packed full of flavor. I know this. Like hands down. I know it's packed full of flavor, and I'll still look at it like, I'm gonna have to get another one. I'm gonna have to get another one. That's me, because like for me, like I'm either working or I'm watching a football game. Football game is unfortunately over with, but whatever. Now I got to figure out something else to watch, but it is what it is. But the nub, man, I just know it's packed full of flavor because that's its design.
Right.
That's the design of it. And the Boss Hog, like I haven't tried it only because it's a nub.
Right.
Only because of that.
But see, the thing about it is, Eaton mentioned that we actually he was like, man, we need, we got all these boxes of Boss Hogs, man. We don't need to order them. So I was like, cool, we won't order, right? And then we was talking about changing it, coming up with something new. And as soon as we didn't order it, they started selling. And then we were out. So I was like, the nubs are gone. We don't have no nubs.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, what you gonna do? You're gonna change it? I was like, nah, we're gonna put it back in rotation.
Right.
It's earned its place, right?
Yeah.
It was one of the originals. The nub earned its place, right? So we put it back in rotation, and a lot of times what we do is, especially in the winter times, when it's cooler and colder, people will get a nub because they want to smoke, but they don't want to be somewhere where they got to smoke for an hour, right? Rather go out and have a smoke, 25, 30 minutes, and then they can go ahead and move on, do what they got to do. So, and I sometimes use it as a starter. I might start with with the Boss Hog, just in the beginning, people are coming in. So, and then once we get going, then I'll move on to something different. So, but yeah, it's hey, it's moving.
Don't sleep on it. Kingpin, don't sleep on it.
That's the only reason. I do this thing where like the size matter, right? And I'm like, you kind of do.
No, nothing but respect. Nothing but respect.
Yeah, it kind of do, and it's all in like Keith. I love how you broke that down. Like, man, it's cold out. You ain't trying to sit outside for an hour smoking a Toro or Grand Toro. Like,
Right.
you ain't trying to do that. You do need to get that experience that you're looking for in an expedited way.
Right.
And so that nub will satisfy that hit you need, and it'll be the satisfactory flavor because you're getting all of it all at once.
That's right.
And the gradual hits is a little faster. So for me, it's real circumstantial, right? And then it's psychological for me because I'll be honest, I've tried the Goliath, right? It's in the pack full of flavor, and I was like, God, dog. And every time I see it, I'm like, man, they had it in a longer stick because I got time today.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah.
Right.
So shoot, I gotta really jump on the Boss Hog and really see what it's hitting for.
Oh yeah.
But
Y'all try it.
I'm gonna be mad. I'll be so upset. I'll be so upset because I'll be like, damn,
you're gonna need two. Just go ahead and get two.
See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My cigar budget is already too much of what I've already been doing, and I'm just like, I don't do anything else.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Like, shoot, go ahead and smoke another. Like, you know, my cigar hobby, habit, lifestyle, however you want to call it, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm sure, hey, people invite me out everywhere. There's always something going on, and I'm like, can I smoke there?
Right.
Oh, we got a patio. No.
Right.
I'm not going. I can go in my garage and sit in my little zone, and y'all take pictures and show it on Instagram, and I'll be there. So like, you catch me at, I'm usually in a lounge somewhere, or it's a place where I can enjoy smoking and look at the Phillies and have a good drink and hang with the guys and talk noise. So
that's right.
That's where I'm at with it. So you convinced me to jump on the nub, to go in and start asking for the Boss Hog.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna send you a text message. It's gonna be a bad mouth text message. I'm gonna send it to you.
Hey, I'm a value. I'm a value.
I will send it to you. So guys, how can we find you? How can we stay connected with you? How can we place orders?
All right. So how can you find us? We're on all social media platforms, as in Instagram, that's primary, TikTok, Facebook. Actually, Keith, let me back it up. Did Keith tell you about our song?
Oh no, I didn't.
No. There's a song. You got a song?
So we have our own song out. We're the first. I haven't heard nobody else, we're not in competition with anybody, but I like to at least say we're the first to have our own song. If you go to Apple Music, you can download it. It's called Cigar for the Soul Cut 1. It's a jazz type feeling. You're gonna really enjoy it. Check it out. But you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, our website, blackstogies.com. There you go. Keep about to drop it in there, huh?
Yeah, I'll ride out for a minute.
Blackstogies.com is our website. We have not all the locations, but we got a lot of locations that are on our website. So when we get into your lounge, we use social media to let everybody know where to get the sticks from. So you can go to our website, you can check it. We're pretty much from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. Over 100 lounges now through the United States. Thank you. It's a true blessing to reach that within 5 years, and we're talking about 5 years of creating everything and fully operating.
Hmm.
Now we used to do the Master P be out our trunk, but now we got a distributor that handles all our orders. So if you place an order online, you can get your order shipped out before 12. If you place an order online before 12, you can get it shipped out same day. It's just great. Um, it's amazing. I want to thank all the lounges and all the places that we're in, bars, smoke shops, the whole nine. Our team, if you're out there, we got several team members that boots on the ground that definitely help us out a whole lot. We got some new stuff coming up, so we really appreciate that. But I also want to give a quick shout out to our home state. Our home state, we're going to do 6 locations in 4 weeks.
Mm.
Um,
I'm
High,
moving and grooving.
High Point, North Carolina, Lounge on Main, Apex, Salem Street Cigars, Raleigh, Virgin Cigars, Rocky Mount, B&D Cigars. Help me out, Key. Give me one. I'm missing something. Oh, Charlotte. I apologize. Shout out to Taylor Smoke.
Taylor Smoke.
We did Charlotte, and then we're gonna hit Marion, North Carolina, the week after next. I'm gonna put out there on our social media. We have a calendar that's going. So come on, man, I'm tripping. This Saturday, we're at Cigar Emporium in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Delivery.
Man,
Yeah.
y'all moving and grooving, bro.
And we will be back at Abby's Cigar House soon as well. We always call that, we look at it as our home lounge. They were the first ones to put our product in their establishment, and till this day they still moving them. So we'll be back there as well soon.
That's where we're gonna release our 1911 at. The first release is gonna be at Abby's.
Nice. Well, you heard it here first. First release of the 1911 is going to be at Abby's Cigar Lounge. So if you're going to be in, is it Charlotte or?
It's Raleigh. Night there. Raleigh. We say Raleigh. Yep, Raleigh.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh,
so
Chad Ochocinco. You got to say it the way Ochocinco said. Raleigh.
Hey, man, y'all. Chad a Florida boy through and through, man. Raleigh, hey man, say.
Yeah, Raleigh.
What? All right, cool. Make sure you come down to Raleigh if you can find it on the map.
I could hear Shannon Sharp saying, "Hey, Skip, come on, Skip. Come on, how you say it?
Come on, Ocho. Come on, man. Come on, man. Shout out to Nightcap, man. Shout out to them boys. I'm a big fan of them. But guys, you're live here on Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Those of you that have joined in on live, thank you. Make sure you share, like, subscribe. Go try out Black Stogie cigars. They got fire. They got some heat for you. We did a live cigar review of the number 5. I give it an A. That Sumatra wrapper is beautiful. The construction is impeccable. As you guys can see, the ash itself was clean ash all the way through, and it set off the fire alarm, so you know it's good and smoked. So,
I missed that.
Oh yeah, you missed that. For those that missed the fire alarms going off, we're gonna have the playback on. You can go on YouTube, check it out. You can go here on Instagram and check it out. The live playback, you can see the fire alarm go off. You can see me kind of panic a little bit, but yeah, it's good. If you like big smoke, it's gonna smoke for you just right. So, guys, shout out to Black Stogie Cigar Lines. We appreciate you guys for giving me your time and allowing us to enjoy your work, man. 5 years in the game, man. We're looking forward to many more coming from you, guys. Again, share the channel. If you like the channel, share it, subscribe, And remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. Two things.
Peace.
Peace.